So George, you've lived in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Bahrain, and several other countries, but let's focus on the Middle East. You've also lived in the UK, where you are now. You're British Cypriot. You've lived all over the world. What are the three best things and the three worst things about living in the Middle East? I'm putting you on the spot. You have no preparation for this, but I know you can do it.
I can do this. Okay, three best things about the Middle East. Um, Hospitality, the multiculturalism,
Mm.
and the ease of lifestyle. So those are
Yeah, it's very comfortable, isn't it? You can get
yes,
everything
very.
done for you. Now, you don't even fill your own gas tank. It's all done. You don't pack your own shopping bags, right? And here, I should say, by the way, because the people watching this are from all over the world. I have like, there's no country in the world that doesn't come to this channel, but you know, a good 50 countries regularly come and check this out. We've got Egyptians, Lebanese, we've got Palestinians, we've got Iraqis, we've got Moroccans, Tunisians, and I want to say, like, we're speaking for the Gulf countries now, right? So the Gulf
Yeah,
countries, which is where we
yeah,
have experience in, are very
yeah.
different from the rest of the Middle East. So this is more kind of targeted at people who are looking to go and take a job in Qatar or you know, Bahrain, Doha, Riyadh, Kuwait, whatever. So yeah, it's a very comfortable life in the Middle East, and I think people don't expect that. And actually, you know, you can join a health club, you can join a gym and all the normal stuff. You can live quite a fancy life. You can go and eat in hotels every night. And it's like the food's very affordable. There's no tax. You don't pay tax on your goods. You don't pay tax on your income. So you didn't mention tax. You didn't mention the fact it's tax free. And I get
I
into a lot of
didn't.
trouble when people say, "Oh, best thing about Kuwait." No one's mentioning the tax-free income. So we can add
But
that as a fourth.
yeah, yeah, that's a fourth. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Okay, so my three worst. Okay, it's not very pedestrianized, which is
Mm.
annoying. I like to walk around. You can walk around, but it's not as pedestrianized as maybe London, for instance, or Europe in general. Okay. Wait, let me think. Uh, it can be very expensive. It
Okay.
can be quite expensive. Kuwait, especially. I was surprised actually at how expensive Kuwait can be. Um, Especially like food shopping, like in the UK, comparing it to the UK, it's
Oh,
expensive,
but
isn't
I tell you what, like,
it?
UK supermarkets, you cannot beat them. You cannot
For
beat them.
sure,
Like
hands down.
I thought, like, okay, so you know, I lived in the UK most of my life, and then I went here and there, and I'd move to Kuwait and go, wow, Kuwait supermarkets are expensive. I go to America, wow, food in America is really expensive. I go to Thailand, food in Thailand is really expensive, you know, in the grocery stores and the supermarkets. You know what it is? It's just that the UK food is so bloody cheap. you
So
can you
cheap.
can get like so much food for so little money. And when I
I
go
know,
shopping now, I'm like, this is basically free. I'm just filling up my trolley, putting in
I know.
everything, not even looking at the prices, because it's like what I would pay for, you know, a loaf of bread, a pint of milk, a thing of ice cream, some meat, some eggs, is like double, triple, quadruple in these other countries I've just lived in. So I feel like everything is just permanently like 70% off. So I think it's more like that UK supermarkets are just amazing. So big shout out to Sainsbury's, Asda, Tesco's, Lidl, Aldi. Like, you're
Shout
great.
out, absolutely.
And
Uh,
Sainsbury's meal deal. You can't beat
Sainsbury's
it.
meal deal, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember you talking about that once in your video. You were like, "No, Sainsbury's meal deal. It's all about that." Um, uh, yeah. Okay, and the third one I would say is that things are a lot more far away. Like I feel like things are like further distance away than in
Yeah.
the UK. Like for some reason, like you have to like go. Especially, I'm living in. You probably know I'm living in Mahbula,
Mm.
um, which is, and so everything that I want to go to, like all the events and stuff like that that go on, are more in like Salmiya and like Kuwait City and stuff like that. So I have to get like taxis far away and things like that. So I'm planning to get a car at some point. Maybe we'll see. But
Here's a question, and like, you know, you said at the beginning of this video, you said that you often get mistaken for like Arab, right, or Pakistani. You've got very dark features, right? You got the dark eyebrows, the dark hair.
yeah,
You got some good facial hair, more than I could
yeah.
ever grow.
Thank you.
So when
Thank
you get
you.
into a taxi, do you
Yeah.
pay kind of white people prices, or do you pay Indian people prices? Serious question, because we all know there's a
It,
different price depending on
yeah.
like how you look.
it depends if they hear me talk.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
good day, sir. Please
Yeah,
take me
yeah.
to Salvia. Yes.
How are you? They'll switch on immediately. And you know what? Sometimes what they do is they'll ask, "What's your job?" And if I say teacher, they'll know. They'll know this is a British teacher. So
Mm.
usually I'll keep quiet unless I'm with my friends. Then I'm blabbing away. But yeah, I'll just keep quiet and I'll like say the few Arabic words that I do know, and then hopefully get by that way.
Yeah.
But I usually, especially with like me looking Kuwaiti, I get the question all the time, where are you from, sir? Especially when they hear me speak with a British accent. I remember once a Kuwaiti guy told me that he thought I was just a really pretentious Kuwaiti trying to put on a really posh English accent. He was like,
a Kuwaiti who's been watching my videos, how to sound British. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I get a few interesting responses around that. So yeah.
Another serious question. When you come back to the UK, do you miss the bum gun?
Mr. What?
The bum gun.
What's that?
The hose next to the toilet.
Oh, the bum gun. Oh. I've never called it that in my life. The
What do you
bum
call
gun.
it?
I call it the I call it like the sprayer or
Yeah.
the sprayer. Yes, I do. I use a bottle of water. I have like a bottle of water beside me because I
Yeah.
can't. I'm accustomed to it now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
once you go bum gun, you can never go back. Honestly,
You cannot go back. It's like, yeah, it's a big deal. Like coming back, you're like, you go to Heathrow Airport and you're like, where's the bum gun? What, like, why is there, it's just paper? Like, are you for real? It's the weirdest thing. And I don't know what the cutoff point is. I don't know whether you can spend a week and not get used to it. But if you spend a year in the Middle East, like you cannot, and I say Middle East, but it's everywhere. Thailand, any what I call decent country will have a bum gun in their toilets. So I'm glad you feel the same about that.
Absolutely, such a hindrance.